New Jersey Shield program and talk to you about it. I'm just going to bring up a little short presentation for you to take a look at. So New Jersey Shield is one of our private sector partners. We do have a couple initiatives. I am currently the acting bureau chief for the Risk Management Bureau. And one of the things that we do is we do a lot of partner outreach. And one of those programs here is New Jersey Shield. We also do other things, which is our Infrastructure Advisory Committee, which is a statutory body under the Domestic Security Preparedness Act. Shortly after 9/11, that act was put into place, which developed our New Jersey Domestic Security Preparedness Task Force. And under that sits a Infrastructure Advisory Committee made up of private sector partners from the critical infrastructure sectors here in New Jersey. And they talk about the issues that critical infrastructure is facing here in the state. With that, we wanted to also develop a program that's not just here in New Jersey, but is also worldwide, that connects with the private sector and makes available resources to them to help you do what you need to do out there to make your location safer. New Jersey Shield, as you can see, our motto is working together to build a prepared and resilient New Jersey, because we can't just sit here and do this on our own. We need to work together to do it. What is New Jersey Shield? It's basically a collaborative effort between us and the ROC, the New Jersey Regional Operations and Intelligence Center. Hopefully you're familiar with the ROC. It's operated by the New Jersey State Police, and they have intelligence analysts from all different agencies over there that work together to get information. And we work with them to get that information out to you, our private sector partners. Private and public, it is a private-public partnership that fosters information sharing. And what we're looking to do is not only get that information out, but strengthen our collaboration with you, because you come with a lot of expertise in your field that you can offer to us as we continue to work on things to make this state safe. Now, one of the things with this program is we do have a membership criteria. And to be a member, you have to be either a federal, state, and local government representative. That includes law enforcement, folks that are tasked with counterterrorism, cybersecurity, emergency preparedness duties. Now, I will tell you on the cybersecurity end, we do have some cybersecurity information, but I will defer to Krista, who can probably talk a little bit more about the NJ KIC and their program and the information that they make available. But we do try to give information to both entities, and so it's available to you. And when it comes to the private sector folks that we're looking for private and public sector managers that are tasked with duties related to their organization's security, emergency management, and business continuity. Now, it's not just open to the security director. We also ask that folks at mid-level management are also included, because we understand that sometimes the private security director tasks people with certain things to do within the organization. So we want to make sure that they're included with it. Now, what do we offer? So one of the things is, well, why should I be a member? Because we do offer a lot of resources on our website, on our public website to you. But one of the things that this program allows is it builds a centralized location for you to get counterterrorism, cybersecurity, emergency preparedness information. What we're looking to do is make it easier for you to get the information you need to do your job. We realized that at one time you may have had to go to 4 different people to get different information. And we wanted to kind of streamline it and make one central location so that if you're looking for something, even though we may not have the information, we can find a spot for you. So you come to us, even if we don't offer that resource, we will do the legwork to get you the resource that you need. We have a members only portal, which we will post analytical products and publications. We have a lot of partnership with both local, state, and federal partners. For example, NCTC has allowed us to post their products on our website, as well as our global members, which I will get back, which I will touch on in a little bit and talk about our global Shield partners that also give us products that we can share with you. You'll also see products that are developed by the New Jersey Office of Homeland Security, as well as the Regional Operations and Intelligence Center. Training. There is a lot of training that comes out. We will post them, whether it comes from our federal partners over at DHS. They'll hold training seminars, as does the Federal Emergency Management Agency. We'll make sure that they're posted on there. If we're hosting any training, we will also make sure that you get that. We have a resource library, which we continue to build out. on a daily basis. We have one section, which is facility security, which will kind of break it down into different things that you need to do for facility security, and hopefully make it easier to find the resources you need. We're always open for, any suggestions. If you have suggestions, I'll give you some of our contact information, things that you think would help you better if we host it on our resource library section, and we'll be more than happy to look into that and make that available. We also will send out advisories and alerts as we get information. We will push that out to people. Just as of recently, the last one that we pushed out, they changed the alert system for weather. So we made sure that people were aware of that when they were getting that information, because we're not just looking at counterterrorism, we're looking at emergency preparedness, which will also include weather. And also with this program, you have access to the SHIELD partners globally. And I know that this program is not just here. I know it is the New Jersey Post, but I know you also have sites elsewhere outside of New Jersey. And there are other programs out there if you're operating outside the state that can also help you with your local needs. Here is a list of the current partners we have. You can see we're not just here within the US. We also have a couple of programs that are located internationally in Belgium and England and Spain. There are a couple of more that are coming on board. We recently have had conversations with Vancouver, Canada. They're setting up a program, as well as over in Australia. And as we get that, we will continue to update this list. We have this list on our website, and it also allows you to access, it has their contact information so you can learn, to contact these different programs. It continue to monitor it. Like I said, it is updating. We just launched a Global SHIELD Network board, which will be continuing to build out the program nationally and internationally. So as more folks come on board, you'll have easier access to get to those locations that are operating outside of New Jersey. Now, this program is not just about us pushing information. As we said, it's about collaboration. And part of that is information sharing is a two-way street. It's not just a matter of us pushing out products to you or giving you that access to the information. We do ask you to for something in return. Now, the program is free, but what we do ask is if you see something, say something, report suspicious activity. One of the things we like to do is educate people through this program to give them what to look for. It's not just a matter of, hey, if you see something, we're telling you what's out there, what you should be looking for, and what you should be reporting. We also, as I started this presentation off with, is to share your subject matter expertise and best practices. And I know there are a lot of folks that are part of this program that do have a lot of expertise in different things that would be very helpful as we continue to plan things here in the state. And we also ask you to aid in identifying preparedness and resiliency gaps and assist in developing solutions. So we'll have some times in the future, we may have some meetings where our members would be invited to those meetings and they can brainstorm with us and share some of their knowledge and information. For further information about the program, I ask you can join the program by going to our website. You can learn more about it on the NJ OHSP website. If you go to that, you will see there's a button to go to the New Jersey SHIELD page. It'll tell you a lot about us. It'll also have the link to register for the program. I did share prior to the meeting, the Colonel has our brochure, which we'll be pushing out to the membership. So you'll have access to that. You can learn a little bit more about the program. And at any time, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach us. Our email is up there, njshield@njohsp.gov. One of the folks on my team will get back to you, and we can respond to any questions you have. So whether you have them now, I know there'll be some Q&A now, but if there's something you think of down the road, please don't hesitate to reach out. If there's something that we can assist you with resource-wise, you can also use that email. With that, Colonel, I don't have any further.
Great. Thanks, Charlie. Any questions, please enter the chat room. If any questions, just type in the chat. So you came from New York City developing their program. What benefits did you see coming over here to New Jersey with that lessons learned from the New York environment?
So some of the lessons I learned it was very valuable to, one of the things I will say, in spending 21 years in law enforcement, you learn that things operate a little bit differently between the public and private sector. The concerns, the way the operations are done. I will say personally, one of the best practices and lessons learned for me was resources. So In the public sector, and I'm sure even, sir, maybe from your time in the military, you learn that to get the job done, we just throw resources at it and get it done. In the private sector, it's not as easy to throw a ton of resources at things. There's cost analysis, risk analysis, and things like that have to go into the thought process. One of the things that we look to do here is, and one of the things I've realized is, especially on the private sector side, it's tough to get all the information you need, whether it's hiring an analyst team and things like that. So we have those resources, and I think it's very valuable to make them available to our partners out there in the private sector. As we know from right after 9/11, a lot of critical infrastructure is owned and operated by the private sector. So, we need to, we have to find ways that we have these resources available to them, and how do we make it available? And this program allows us, and that's what I've learned in New York, was it allowed us an easier way for folks to access those resources, because a lot of times I've done presentations in my past and people say, oh, I didn't know you did that. And one of the things, I think it's about marketing the resources, and this program allows us to market those resources. And it's about us not, and I always use this adage, but it's not about referring the complainant, it's about referring the complaint. And that was from my old police work days. We didn't tell a complainant, no, I can't take that report. You have to go down the road to the precinct down there to take that report. What we do here is the same model that I was taught there is, no, we'll help you. Just if I don't have it, I will find someone that has it for you. And we want to give folks here in New Jersey that ability also to say, hey, look, if there's something you're looking for, we may not have it here at NJ OHSP, but our state partners at DOH or state police or some of the other agencies here in the state, or even at the county or local level, may have that resource to help you out. Do what you need to secure your facility, and also to help better prepare the state. It also opens up communication between us and the private sector, because a lot of folks like yourself and in this program, in this organization, have a lot of knowledge that I don't have. So if I'm working on a project or stuff, or a program that works on making the state more secure or doing certain things, why not tap into that knowledge that you have, if you're willing to offer it up to the state to help make it a better place for all of us to live and our families.
Thank you, Charlie.
I think-
Appreciate all the feedback. You great information. And we can go on to Krista now, please. Thank you.